with the three small cubs, and looks like she is gonna lie down in the shade right there. Okay, let's see if the youngsters come and join her. Look at that. So cute. Interesting, Glenn and I was just chatting now. She was lying not far away from where they caught the baby impala yesterday, and now she's just moved off a little bit into some nice thick shade there, as the sun rising now is already nice and hot. But look at these youngsters. Oh my goodness, you can't imagine that something that small and dark with that white fur on its back will grow into a big cheetah. There she's just sitting upright and looking around a bit. Mom is very aware of what's going on around her. Can just imagine this female cheetah does not get much rest. Apart from trying to give food to these youngsters all the time, she's trying to stay away as possible. Probably doesn't get too much rest during the evenings either. There's one of the youngsters coming around, going to his sibling. Seem like they're starting to settle down now. There's one just sitting there next to Mom as well. Leslie, you're saying they look so fuzzy. That is so true. They are actually very fuzzy and fluffy. So if you can see that long white fur that's on their back there, that is the cheetah's way of camouflage, especially with these youngsters. Think of the first few months of their lives. They are completely helpless, and the long grass, this mom would go and hide them away in a thicket or in some long grass, and that white fur with the dark underbody acts as some camouflage, makes them blend in with the vegetation, makes it a little bit more difficult for other animals to spot them. And now, since they've started moving around, they're still quite young, but maybe in the next month or two, we'll start to see the change in coloration. And they'll slowly lose that long white fur on their backs until it's gone completely. Look at the youngster coming to Mom. Oh my goodness, how cute is that? Climbing onto Mom's head. We are a little bit of a distance away from them, but with these youngsters, we don't even go off the road yet. Like I said yesterday, just so we can get them used to the vehicles moving around in the distance, and then we'll slowly but surely approach them, and until they show no behavioral changes to the vehicles at all. And in that way, we can still view them in their natural behavior without affecting their movements or anything with the vehicles. It's all about the sensitivity and viewing the animals in their natural behavior. Candace, you're asking how old I think these youngsters are. Looking at the size of them, generally cheetah will take their cubs to their first kill around 3 months old, somewhere around there. And leave the den side around that time. But if I look at the coloration of these youngsters and how dark they still are with that white fur on their backs, I would say they're still under 3 months, maybe about 2.5 months or so. We only saw them for the first time about 2-3 weeks ago, and since then every single ranger has at least once or twice gone and looked for them. But they've been super difficult to find, seeing as we don't off-road and we don't track them on foot or anything like that just yet. And they were in a very, very dense area, and we've been very lucky for them to move out into the clearings in this part of the reserve. They are so, so precious. A youngster going to the thicket on that side, exploring a little bit. Other two looking at their sibling there in the bush, probably wondering if they want to go and join her or him. Mom's just sitting up a little bit. Oh, there, the youngsters are coming towards Mom. Look at that. Ferocious beasts taking down Mom there. The other youngsters coming out of the bush now might come and join the rest. See, I think these youngsters are nice and playful. We've just repositioned a little bit, and look at that. Now we've got a perfect little view there of the whole family. See the one youngster lying right in front of Mom. Oh, it looks like the one there in the back still wants to explore a little bit. Michael, you asking how long she would leave them to go hunt. So, Michael, it differs, and I guess it's also different to how hungry she is and how desperate she is for food. But she'll leave them in a thicket like this or in a nice dense area, and she might even be away for a couple of hours at a time if she can't find anything. But yesterday, for example, I talked to the ranger that witnessed her catching the young impala. She literally just saw the impalas with the youngsters, and she bolted off, caught the impala, and the youngsters were still in view of her and the impalas, and then she just dragged it down into the open clearing where they started feeding. So it really depends on the situation, and every time is a little bit different. Look at the youngsters playing there. See, they're lying right behind Mom. I wonder if she moves the tail every now and then. They might become a little bit inquisitive and try and catch it also. Oh, all three of them lying on the other side of Mom there now.